Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Reality Is, where words do come to life. Well, as I said, I'm getting back on my grind with making these videos. So won't you hit that like, share, and that notification bell so you too can know when I upload other videos. All right. So here's a question. Recently, we saw the trial for George Floyd, and a couple of observations was made in how quickly the trial came to be. Now, even though we're waiting on the results, it did come around quickly. So I say that to say that our system can do what they want when they want to do it. We stall for a reason, and I'm still trying to figure out what is the reason for the stall. Why do it take almost 3 years for a court case to come to the forefront when you have been doing discoveries, you have been collecting information? The first day, and it takes you 3 years to compile your information. It takes you 3 years to talk to witnesses. It takes you 3 years to gather videos. It takes you 3 years to review a file. Why is that? And why is it that it only happens in the Black and brown communities? Why is that? Why is it that the white people, when they commit a crime that is videotape from the start to the finish, that when they go before a judge for a bond, they are immediately granted the bond with the evidence showing that they did what was said that they had done? Police officers, regular white people, however it may be. But when it comes down to Black and brown, before they even get to the judge, and I've said this many times in other videos, they are already deemed or labeled as guilty. Now, here's a fact that is said all the time in court from the judges. I have not read any information. I don't know the case to be factual or not, but going on what the state's attorney is saying, you have to be guilty. You have to be the person who is in the wrong. And how does that make sense when you have no evidence? How does it make sense that you have not concluded your documentation or your research to find out who was at fault? How does that conclude and make it a factual statement that that individual is actually guilty? How does that conclude that? And if that's being the case, and you know that what you're saying to be factual, then why does it take you 2-3 years to bring something to trial? Help me to understand that. See, this is where we don't pay attention. We don't listen. And some of these statements are very contradicting. So now my understanding, I'm sure somebody may disagree, but I don't. Innocent until proven guilty does not have any weight anymore. So now the new slogan should be guilty, and you sit there until they know for certain that you're innocent, which is so wrong on so many levels. But yet and still, You all run your resume on reform and change. You run your resume on understanding the needs of the community. You run your resume on saying, I'm going to be that individual that makes that difference. You run your resume on that. But none of what you say that comes out between your lips actually comes to light. It doesn't. And for our communities, for our men and our women that's behind those bars, the families are suffering right along with them. The families are struggling right along with them. The family are being placed in financial hardship right along with them. And it seems to me, from the chief judge to the state's attorney to whoever's involved in the investigation, you all are at fault, because it shows clearly with George Floyd trial that you can do what you want. You can push what you want through the courts. You can release the people that you want to release when you want to release them. But when it comes to black and brown, you have to do an in-depth review to see if it's feasible to release them. But you have, and I'm going to keep going back to this, Kyle Rittenhouse at the age of 17, who shot and killed 2 individuals. And he didn't even live in Wisconsin, but he got to go home. And this was on camera. All these things are on camera. And the discrimination as it relates to the color of the skin, who gets all the benefits and the privilege of who gets to go home, is on camera. It's on camera. And I was just saying this the other day. The sad part to all of this, if we did not have phone cameras, would we be at the place that we are now? Would we be treated fairly? Because right now we're still not being treated fairly. Our rights are being violated every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year. There are individuals sitting in Cook County Jail that is innocent. And I said this to somebody else. Everybody's jumping on conceal and carry classes. But are they going to be beneficial for black and brown? See, there's a little, what would you call this? A little gray area when it comes to certain things. So certain things does not qualify you as being a validated conceal and carry individual. It don't qualify you for that. And that's questionable, because a lot of individuals are out here taking the classes, getting the insurance, getting their cards. And because of the color of your skin, it might not help you one bit. And the question is, why? Why, and why? Why, again, as I've stated many times before, Kim Fox, can you answer this question for me? Tom Dart, can you answer the question? And Tony Pretwinkle, because I'm sure you all sit in a room with your Chief Judge, Timothy Evans, and you all have conversations about things that you hear and the complaints that you have from the constituents. But are you really listening? Are you really listening to understand? Or are you listening just to add something to your resume and pretend like you care and you're going to make a difference when you know fully well you're not? All right. Y'all hit that notification bell. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about this video. Does it have any impact? What are your thought process? Because this is something that's serious. It don't just affect one person. It affects everybody. Everybody. And it's something that needs to be addressed. It's time out for talking. It's time to put action into your words. All right. Until we talk again, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, like and comment. All right. Talk to you soon. Well, that completes another episode of Reality Is, where words do come to life. I hope that you have enjoyed the conversation that we talked about. Please leave your comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you too can know when I upload other videos. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Until we talk again.